Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Morgan. Thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't been here before, go ahead and subscribe down below so we can have you back again. Today I just did this very Pocahontas vibe look. I just threw this hat on because I thought it looked really cute with the pigtails. So this is like Pocahontas if she was like even more dope than she already was and grew up in 2017. So we just did the little lip ring. We used the Saharan palette. So lots of gold, lots of shimmer, really dark lips. I think it looks really nice. It's more like a fall kind of look, but I was in the mood for something dark today, so we went with it. I really like how it turned out. So if you're interested in seeing how I did this to my facial region, then just keep watching, and let's just go ahead and get into e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. It's just the purple one. I really like this. It's not as nice as the green one, but this one really fills your pores, so I really like it. It's not as moisturizing. It still has that really silicone feel to it. But I'm just going to pop that on my T-zone. Anywhere where I have larger pores on my face. Okay, so we're going to move into foundation. This one's a new one for me. Looks kind of gross. Anyway, they only have this one in like 3 shades, and this one is porcelain, which I think used to be called fair. But the story about this is actually not my color whatsoever. It's not as porcelain as I need it to be. I wore it to work the other day for the first time after getting it. And on my jawline, when I got to work with all the LED lights, you could just see how orange my face was compared to my neck. So I'm going to mix this one. So just put some on my hand. And just use a really light foundation, which this one is way too light for me. This one's the Fit Me foundation in porcelain. I'm just going to add a little bit to it and then mix it. If it'll come out. I usually strictly use this foundation just for mixing with foundations that I get that are too dark, because it's way too drying on my skin. So, let's use a brush handle. We're just going to mix that up. Alright, so I've already pre-moistened my beauty blender or beauty sponge. I'm just going to start popping that on our face. Okay, so this is all blended out, and the only beef with it is the way that it makes my forehead look. You can see that it actually settled into those creases on my forehead, like where I'm always stressed and raising my eyebrows. It's settled into that pretty heavily, but it's actually not too bad. If you're looking to not spend very much on a foundation and you cannot find one of these in your shade, I do suggest mixing it. I'm not sure how it mixes with any other foundation, but with the Fit Me, it actually, it's pretty nice. And if you needed it darker, you can get a darker one of these and mix it in. And this is a really matte foundation. This one is as well, but it has more of a sheen to it, so when you mix it all together, it makes a really beautiful foundation. And both of them, I believe, are right around $6, so for $12, you're making your own custom foundation, basically. So it was actually not too bad. It didn't settle around my nose or anything like that. And it does really match my skin. You can see against my neck it matches really well. But it's just that area on my forehead, but I'm sure if we set it, it won't be as bad. So moving on to concealer. Obviously the same one I always use, Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. And we're just going to put that on the problem areas as well as where we want to highlight on our face. So underneath the eyes. To cover up all those designer bags. And the chin just to highlight a high point. Well, it's actually really low on my face, but I mean, high point of my face on the bridge of my nose, not too much. I don't want my nose to get cakey. My nose stays pretty dry, and the rest of my face gets really oily, so I don't like to cake stuff on my nose, or it's going to make it look really gross later on. And then we'll try to work on those lines on the forehead. And we'll set this with some loose powder afterwards. Little blemishes around my mouth. We'll get those covered as well. And the same damp beauty sponge, and Hulk smash it into your face. You switch to the pointy side to do the nose, just so it's more concentrated where you're actually getting it. You don't need to cover your whole nose with it, just the center bridge. As well as the under eyes, because it's easier with the pointy side, it gets closer to the actual eye. We're going to bring this onto the lid as well, just to create a base for the eyeshadow. Okay, so now it's time to bake, so we're just going to use the air spun powder underneath the eyes, and then we'll set the rest of the face with a different powder. And beside the nose just a little. And a little bit just where the lines are creasing on the forehead. So, now we'll go with our second powder. This is actually a bronzer by Wet n Wild. It's Reserve Your Cabana. I actually can't see that. This is a really dirty container. I've been using this like crazy. Who could use this as a bronzer? I don't know. It is literally white skin color. But it's really nice to set your face because it has a shimmer to it, so it makes you look super glowy, which is something I definitely appreciate. Set that around while we're baking. And just go ahead and wipe that away. And then continue to pack this on the rest of the face. Just using a big e.l.f. fluffy brush, by the way. And that leaves the skin pretty nice. It's a little shimmery, nothing too in your face, but it looks pretty nice when it's all. Okay, so next we're going to contour the face. We're going to be using this oldie but very goodie, well, in my eyes anyway. It's just the City Color Collection color palette, contour palette on the go. I've been using this for the longest time, and this is just, it's really gross, I'm sorry. Just this shade right here, it just fits my skin so well, like the color brown that it is. See, it's falling apart as we speak, but this is the only one I really care about. I used to use these highlights a lot, but I mean, they're actually crap compared to what I have now. But this brown one, just love it. So we're actually going to go in with a Wet n Wild brush, This is a blush brush, but I like to use it for contour because it's angled, so it works pretty well. Tap that off. And just focus on the outer cheekbone, don't go too far in. And start to flick up, because you don't want to blend too far down. Okay, we'll repeat that on the other side. And do a little on the forehead, just to create some shadow. Just around the edges, nothing too much. We're not going to bring it down too far. I'm going to take a smaller brush when it comes to the nose. So get some on there, tap off the extra. And you just decide how skinny or how wide you want your nose to be. I have a pretty skinny bridge of my nose already, but I like to make it just a little bit smaller. So you just judge where you want it. And you go in, make sure the lines are straight and running parallel to each other. And underneath as well to create a more pointed tip. And continue to blend up and towards the brow. And then we slightly put a little line here to create that button. And just make sure your nose looks super slim and surgically enhanced. If you feel like it's a little bit too harsh, you can always go in with the damp beauty sponge. We'll just lighten it up a little bit so it doesn't look as harsh. Looks pretty nice as is, so I'm going to leave it alone. And there's a couple other places on my face that I like to contour just to bring in a little bit of shadow. So, with that same little brush, this is a Coastal Scents brush, by the way, it's the number 9. Sometimes I use this for inner corner highlights, but this one's really good for tiny little areas where you're wanting to add shadow to your face. But you can't go in with a ginormous brush. So we just go underneath. This actually makes your lips look plumper. It's adding a shadow right near the bottom, so it's making the bottom lip look really pouty. And then add a little bit to the center here to pronounce that bow. Just makes your lips look so much bigger instantly in literally 5 seconds. No having to put your lips in a shot glass. Okay, and we're just going to soften it up a little bit with some more of the Airspun powder. Get some out of there. Just shake, wait it out. And we'll just tighten up some of the contouring as well as beside my nose. So take the flat end of your sponge and just run a line underneath. And then I'll just sharpen it up. And just add a little bit to the sides of the nose. And then we'll just take that same e.l.f. brush, and we'll just brush it away. And that really sharpens up that edge, makes it look more defined. Okay. Okay, next we're going into the eyes. So we're going to do the Saharan palette by Juvias Place, because it has a really nice transition color in here. And then for the base, I'm wanting to use this gold because I've never actually used it before. So we're going to start off with this shade here, Catsina, I believe. If I'm botching it, I apologize. And that's just going to base the eye, like in the crease, I mean. So we're just going to pop that into the crease using a fluffy blending brush. It's the number 3 by Coastal Scents. And we're just going to blend that into the crease. The eyes are already set with powder, so these will blend really nicely. All the way into the inner corner. And we'll feather it out a little on the edge. And pick up a little bit more and just darken the crease just a tad. Make sure it's nice and feathered out, and that it's blended really well at the top into the skin. Wanting it to be lighter at the top and darker as you get closer to your eyeball. And just feather this out so there's not a harsh stop at the end of your eyeball. Okay, so next we're going to use, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but this gold right here. And we're just going to pat that all over the lid. It doesn't matter if you wet the brush on this or not. I know that they make it a little bit more pigmented if you're wetting your brush with like Fix Plus or something like that first. We're actually going to top it with something else. So we don't want this to be too boom in your face. So just pat that all over the lid where we stopped putting the transition shade. And just blend it in. No harsh lines. Okay, so next we're going to darken up that outer corner, so we're going to go into the black one, which is Chad. And we're going to put Chad all over our eyeballs. We're just going to use this dome brush. There's not pink on there, it's just stained. This is the S42 by Coastal Scents. And we're just going to get the slightest amount on the tip of the brush. You do not want too much because once you do it, it can't be undid. So you're just going to pop that on the corner where the gold meets the transition shade. And it's just going to add some depth and some shadow to the eye look. And blend it forward. And then repeat on the other side, and then we'll blend it all together. Add a little bit more of that transition shade to make it more cohesive. Go in with some more of that first shade, and we're just going to lighten it up and make sure it blends nicely together. Okay, so after like 30 minutes of blending, I'm still not satisfied, but we're going to move on anyway. I think I botched it just a little bit, but I mean, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm super tired. So we're just going to cover up all of our mistakes in this beautiful powder. This is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Illuminati. I just got this in my BoxyCharm and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. This is a sifted loose powder that is just, I don't even know how to explain it. And we're just going to pack that all over our lid. So, we're just going to use the cap, basically. I'm just going to put it all over our brush. And we're going to pat it all over our eyelid. And it's going to be like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. This powder, I would like to bathe in it. I would like to put it all over my whole body and walk around everywhere with it. It is just what dreams are made of. It's just so shiny. I use it as a highlight. I use it as an eyeshadow. I've put it on my lips. I put it on the end of my nose. I just love it. It looks so beautiful. Okay, so we're going to leave the eyes alone when it comes to the shadow, because if not, I'm going to keep messing with them for the next 20 minutes. So we're going to move into some mascara. I'm going to use Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I use this all the time, only for my upper lashes. I do not ever suggest putting this on your lower lashes. This wand is just way too big. Every time I've tried it, it's been a disaster. We're just going to pop that on the top. It really helps lengthen, but if you put too much, they're going to become very spidery. I just hit puberty. So you just have to be careful how much you put on. Don't overdo it, or they're going to look like you're trying to work a Halloween costume in the middle of June. So they're really nice if you're subtle with it. We're going to have to switch to another mascara for the lower lashes, because I'm not trying to join the Black Parade anytime soon. And every single time that I've put it on the bottom lashes, I end up looking like a raccoon afterwards. That's probably just my shaky hand. I have no skills, and I'm probably doing it wrong. Okay, so we're done with the upper lashes. Now we're going to move to the lower lashes. And I just like to use this Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara. Very cheap mascara, but it has a really tiny wand. So small and so long that it really helps on the lower lashes, because you can't really mess up with it. So we'll give those a really thin coat. We don't want them too harsh. Don't want them to look too wiry. Okay, so there's the lashes. I think they're pretty nice. I'm not sure if I'm going to let them stand alone or if I'm going to add some on top of it. These do really well when layering. It doesn't make them too crunchy, which is a problem that I have with a lot of mascaras, so it's not too difficult to blend your actual lashes into it. We're going to add a little bit more drama to the bottom or the lower lash line to make it more cohesive with the rest of the eye. So we're going back into the Saharan palette. And I'm going to take this little tiny little dome brush, and we're going to start building in the same direction that we did on the eyes. So we'll start with the first shade, which was that transition color. And we're just going to work this underneath the lower lash line, all the way, well, almost all the way to the corner of the eye. And we're going to connect it at the end. And the same on the other side. And then we're going to go into the black. We're going to go into Chad, and we're going to put him on our eyeballs again. So we're just going to place Chad over here on the outer corner. And we're going to smoke Chad out. Other side with Chad. Let this eye get some Chad action. And blend that up. It just adds more drama to the eye. It makes it look a little bit more put together. You don't want to forget the lower lash line. It just completes any eye look. So we're going to go back into that Heavenly Orgasm powder. And we're going to put that on the inner corner. If you're not comfortable putting any loose powders really close to your eye, I don't suggest this because, I mean, occasionally it gets in there, but I've never had a problem, so I'm going to do it, but you don't have to. You can feel free to stop at the other part. And we're just going to use that same brush, and we're just going to pack this on the inner corner. It's a very glittery eye look. I don't suggest wearing this to work because it's a little bit of overkill, but I mean, more power to you if you want. Okay, so we're going to put this away before I overuse it. I'll put it in as a bath bomb later. That should be fine. And then we're going to go back over the lower lashes just a little with the mascara. So we just light it first, and we're just going to plump them up just a little bit more and get any product that fell onto them when we were doing the lower lash line. So to give them an even coat. Next, we're going to move on to liner, but just give me a second because, to be honest, I have to find it. Alrighty, so after 37.5 minutes, I finally found it, but I can't find the cap. This is just the Maybelline Define a Line Ebony Black eyeliner, and we're just going to focus this on the bottom. We're not doing a top wing because I don't want it to be too out there, to be honest. So we're just going to line the inner corner with it, just to add some more drama and depth to the eye. On the other side as well. All the way in. And we're just going to smoke that out a little with that same brush that has the black on it from earlier. I think that just makes the eye look even more lively, and it just pops it so much more. Also, we run this along the lash line at the top, not actually making a line itself, but just covering the roots, and that adds some more drama as well. Adds a lot of shade to the eye, actually opens it up, makes it a little bit more glammy, I don't know. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the brows. So, first we're going to actually just comb them out. So I'm just going to take this spoolie, that's my favorite word in the whole wide world to say. This is just the e.l.f. Lash and Brow Wand. And we're just going to flick up with it, get any product out of my eyebrow, which I just actually shaved them. So this should make the application a little bit easier. You should have seen them before. They were the bushiest they've ever been. And that eye look is actually popping my eyes really well. You see, it's beautiful. It started off as crap, and now it's making me feel like it's less crap. So, you know, I'm satisfied. So we're gonna go into the Anastasia Dip Brow, like always, if I can find it. There it is. So this one is in medium brown. And we just always use the same brush, which is the Eco Tools, the Define side of the Duo. I actually really recommend this brush for brows. It's not too big, but it's not too small, and it's angled and pretty skinny. I don't know if you can see how skinny it is, but it really helps, and it really works with the tail. So I really enjoy using this one. Since I got this brush, I haven't used it for anything besides my eyebrows. So we're just going to start in the middle. Well, sort of the middle. And we're just going to create our line for the top. I'm going to bend it down, nice and sharp. Create the tail. My nose is starting to run. If I'm getting sick right now, I'm going to be super pissed. I have too many bills to pay to be sick, so let's just all send me some positive vibes. I'm just going to define that out. Not too archy, we're not going to go too crazy with it, but very sharp. And we're going to draw out the bottoms. Make sure there's a nice arch. Starting right where the end of your eye is. That's how I always judge it. That always seems the most symmetrical for the face. It looks pretty nice. So we're just going to take some of the product off of the brush. So just wipe and get on a makeup wipe. I want to get all of it off, but most of it. This also helps to flatten the brush, so it's easier to draw the front end. So we're just going to start drawing a line here. And sharpening this one. And then we take some more product off the brush. This is where you want the least product. And you're going to begin to flick up with the natural hairs to create your fade. And tame it down. And then get the spoolie again and comb all that product through. Make sure all of your hairs are sticking down and spoolie the front. Just stick those hairs up. If you made any mistakes, just clean it up with the sponge. Okay, so we're going to move on to the other one. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back with the eye caterpillars, and I feel like they turned out pretty well. I usually do them way thicker than this, but I decided to go thin today. And they're pretty shapely. I'm okay with it. So we're going to go into highlight now. So first we're just going to lay down a little bit of a base. And we're going to start with just Flexitarian by ColourPop. That's upside down. ColourPop has the best highlighters in the whole wide world. I highly recommend them. So to highlight, we're going to use the Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered Brush. This is the one that I got out of my BoxyCharm. I'm just going to pop that on the cheeks. Very lightly, not too much. It's very pigmented, so you don't want to use too much. This is really creamy, so you have a tendency to pick up big chunks of it. And then when you blend that in, it's just going to be way too much. Your face is going to look way too stellar, so use a light hand with this. And it just creates a nice sheen. The more that you build it on top of each other, layer by layer, it gets more and more intense, but we're actually going to put a topper over it. So we're not going to go too heavy with it. Cupid's bow. By the way, this brush is amazing. It is the softest brush I've ever owned in my entire life. And we're just going to pop that on the nose as well. And I like to use my finger for the tip. It gives that strobe effect, and a disco ball on the end of my nose, and then as well as the Cupid's bow. And we're also going to use this to highlight underneath the brow bone. So we're going to find ourselves a brush. This is another Coastal Scents brush. Oh, actually, let's use another Eco Tools brush. This is going to be a blend side of a duo. Eco Tools is really great, by the way. I use them a lot, and they're absolutely perfect, and they're really cheap. And we're just going to put that underneath the brow bone to highlight. This is a very, very glittery look. If I could look like this all the time, I absolutely would. If I could just smash my face into a pot of glitter, I probably would do that too. But that's just me. I'm not suggesting that. And then we're just going to do the inner corner as well. So it's pretty shiny, pretty shimmery. Right, and then to top that off, we're going to use that Artist Couture powder again. Can't help it, I have to. And we're just going to actually use the finger for this to get some out of the cap. And just pat it on. And it is just, oh god, I can't even with it. It makes your face so shiny, so glittery. It's like your face is in outer space while your body's still on Earth. It's a deep experience, man. And then on the end of the nose as well. On the Cupid's bow. Alright, so we're actually going to move into lashes. I'm just going to pop on some of the Kiss lashes, and I'll be right back. You guys, like, I don't know if you've ever used lashes from Kiss, but they're like $5 at the drugstore. I get mine at Walmart. And look at these. They're just so beautiful, and they're so natural, and they feel really nice on your lids. And they're really easy to put on. They have a really thin band. So they just blend so nicely into your actual lashes. They've always been my favorite. I'm sorry I can't tell you what this style is. This one's actually a little bit shorter, by the way, so this one has longer pieces. I accidentally cut a large chunk out of this one when I was cleaning them. You can't really tell once they're blended in, unless you actually really get really close to my face, and not a lot of people are doing that, so I don't really have to worry about it. But they're so nice, and they're so beautiful, and they're so long, and so dramatic. I really suggest these. I just can't tell you the kind that they are because I lost the box, so these are kind of like my strays that were just floating around. But after blending into the lashes with the mascara, they look really nice, really beautiful. So next we're going to move on to the lips. So I actually have a lip liner that I want to try. It's the one from the BoxyCharm. No, wait, not BoxyCharm. This actually came out of my Lip Monthly. It's the Starlux one. And this was the shade Sublime. I'm actually going to see how well this works, just a little test run, because I don't know if you watched that video, you should, but if you didn't, when I was swatching it, it actually just kind of broke off on my hand, so I just want to see how well it works on the lips. So, first of all, I have a giant sweat mustache, because it's really freaking hot in here. Let's get that out of the way. I'm just going to start lining the lips. Yeah, not very pigmented, kind of hard to use, but hopefully it'll do its job. I don't even think it knows what its job is, to be honest, but get them lined. I'm not going to fill them in too much, because To be honest, it would take probably 10 years to fill your lips in with this. It is so hard that it will literally take forever to line your entire mouth and fill it in. I'm trying to give this a chance, but to be honest with you, I'm probably just going to throw it in the trash now. So that's as good as it's going to get. A little extra over here, just to make sure we're following the lines. And we're actually going to use a NYX matte lipstick. It doesn't say anything else. But what I think is funny is this just says MAT. It makes no sense. Like over here, it says matte lipstick. I keep wanting to say liquid lipstick. God. But then on the other side of it, it just says matte. Maybe that's because it's in a different language. I don't know. I don't speak any other language besides English, so how would I know? This is just like a brown kind of color. It's kind of a gross looking brown, but to be honest, I was very attracted to this, and I thought it would look really good with the gold. We're just gonna pop it on. To be completely honest, it's really weird. Like, first of all, it was really hard to stay in the lines with that one. It's really creamy, so it just kind of pulls when you're putting it on. So I made a lot of mistakes, but it actually came out purple. It was really brown in the package. As you can see, it's actually really purple. I mean, not too bad. It's pretty decent. Probably would not have chose this if I knew what it was going to look like out of the tube. So, to fix this mess, I think we'll do a little something different. So, we're actually going to find any brush that's kind of slanted, I guess. This is just a basic brush I got off of eBay. And we're going to tint that little spicy lip ring in the center. So I think it'll go really well with these eyes. I actually have a lip ring over here. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but we're going to tint one in the center. I'm just going to use that same Artist Couture Diamond Powder, whatever it's called. And we're just going to pop that into the center. And try to keep it in a straight line so it doesn't look like a big clump of glitter on your mouth. I'm actually not hating it. It actually looks kind of cute. Like, I would not go anywhere looking like this, but for like a picture or some shit, I think it's pretty cute. Right, so lastly, we're just going to pop just a little bit more of this on the cheeks. We need to intensify it just a little bit. Oh, it transferred. I don't suggest this powder actually with this lipstick. I'll fix it. So just don't close your mouth when you do this look, because that's going to be really simple. Just don't close your mouth the entire day. Don't speak when having to close your mouth. Don't eat with it. Don't kiss anyone. Don't touch it. Just leave it like this and take a lot of pictures and then just wipe it all off. Right, so This is the finished look. I actually really like it, especially with these lashes. This camera kind of sucks, so you can't see all the detail. But I think it actually looks pretty beautiful. This color doesn't look too bad with the eyes, and actually, the eye look matches my shirt. Alright, so that's where we're going to finish up. So if you like this video, don't feel afraid to subscribe. Just go ahead and do it. Look at my other videos. I'll even link my Instagram down below if you're interested in looking at that. I do a lot of different posts, and since I'm not talking, it's actually a whole lot less awkward over there. So anyways, if you like what you just saw, I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time.